Transit Sports TV back again to the studios. My man, Ugumie, you know what time it is. The EPL is heating up. The title race is beginning to bend one way, but still so many games to play. Ugum, my man, is an apostle of one game at a time. PTSD is a massive thing in the Arsenal fan base. You are welcome to the show.
Hey, thanks, Reggie. Absolutely. PTSD is real. I admit it. You know, yeah, we haven't been on this journey the way that it's gone this season before, right? It's always been one disappointment or the other. Either it starts from November and then really concretizes within the first couple of weeks or first 3 weeks in January. And then it's all you know, usually will be down to one trophy or one competition, and then if everything fizzles out. So it's a new thing to have us now, support a club that still has 4 tracks of potential trophies. It's a new thing for Arsenal fans. Anyways, just want to say that I'm happy to be on Transit again today. It's a new season. It's a new year. We want to welcome everyone that listens to our podcast on YouTube and anywhere else. Please continue to stay with us through this season. It's going to be a special season. We feel it will be. So far, so interesting for most people, especially Arsenal fans. So yeah, let's keep it going.
Yes, guys, you are welcome. Don't forget to hit the like button right now. Just do it right now before we continue, and then subscribe if you've not done so. Don't forget to share as well. And we always welcome your opinion on this podcast. Or an interesting day will go. All the big systems drop points today. United draw, City draw with Brighton, Chelsea lose to Fulham, and Arsenal obviously will play Liverpool tomorrow. And it's looking like Arsenal are now 5 points clear. Aston Villa drop point as well. They drew today as well. 5 points behind Arsenal. City 5 points behind Arsenal. Liverpool, we know, are 12 points at the moment, depending on how the result goes tomorrow. I don't know, what are you looking at this? What are you looking at this season? Newcastle is a team that they won miraculously today. They are most likely for the game, but nowhere close to the title race. They're still battling to make top 4 right now. I don't know, what was the highlight of your big talking point for today's fixtures?
Well, quite interesting. We have about 17 games, I believe, left for each team, so there's still a long way left. There's still plenty of drama. I look at the fight going on with the clubs that are seemingly relegated, apart from West Ham, that's pretty much not showing any life at all. I don't know what's going on with West Ham. The rest of them are fighting hard. Wolves are fighting, trying to get something done, trying to put points on the table, on the board. Yeah. And so Everton, the rest of them, Leeds United are fighting real hard. Unfortunately for them, they are winning, and a run of great games stopped against Newcastle when they thought they had won the game. So yeah, there are no particular game stands out most especially to me. I would say Chelsea being beaten by Fulham is really a surprise and quite commendable for Fulham. Fulham are just such a functional side. I think their manager is still underrated. They've lost quite a spine of that team in Bassi, Iwobi, and Chukwueze. Yeah, and he's still using the likes of Tom Kenny. He's playing well. He's turned Harry Wilson into almost a goal machine, very effective.
Yeah, the confidence and effectiveness that guy is playing with right now.
Yeah, Anthony Robinson is back at left back. Yeah, performing really well. So this guy is squeezing everything out of that Fulham side.
Yeah, we're going to come to Chelsea. Fulham, like you mentioned, while watching that game today, I had a very keen interest on Emmy Smith's role. the kind of energy and power at which he's playing now, even his shooting range, God, I know he's always been a good finisher, but the kind of shots that guy is taking now from outside the box, I'm like, is this big bro? Sometimes players just kicking. Before, like you mentioned, before Chukwueze Iwobi left for AFCON, he wasn't really a consistent starter in that team. In the last few weeks, they've really been using him, and he has grabbed out this opportunity with double hands, and he's really also driving that team. So most of the rebounds and stuff coming from the shots that he takes. And I know last week I also was on the what's his name, Raul Jimenez. He's the second I know works hard, but he never really scores goals. But today he grabs one, and Wilson grabs one, and Chelsea just were in the mud. And talking about Chelsea, I'm not surprised, but the level of inconsistency and commitment, and even the quality, Chelsea are better than what we see them display this. I don't know what you're going to put down this one to. Yeah, sometimes they tend to, garner results or points from matches you don't expect them to do. But when the chips are down, they've really not been performing well this season.
Yes, a combination of different factors. I am looking at them and I'm seeing a side, yes, and the inexperience is there, but there's a bit of carelessness that happens when players are not held accountable.
Yeah.
Right? I don't think the players are taking the responsibility they are supposed to take. The red card that Cucurella got today shouldn't happen to a player like Cucurella with the experience that he has. Right? Yeah, he shouldn't have allowed that happen. Really incapacitated his team. And I'm looking at the schedule and I'm seeing they have Charlton next, after that Arsenal, after that Brentford. He's going to be banned for 3 games, meaning he's going to miss the first leg against Arsenal. It doesn't help Chelsea, right? So important players have missed important games.
And they got 4 more yellow cards after that.
Yeah, they got 4 more yellow cards. Yeah. Oh, gosh, I saw that and I was like, what is going on? He already got a red card. Why are you guys getting on the referee and, getting yellow cards as a result of that? Right, yeah. I saw 3 yellow cards right after that.
For dissent, yes. So they could have easily lost 1 more player before that game ended. And
that's carelessness.
And I saw footage of their coach. He was really expressive when they considered that goal. But the main one today is City dropping points. This is 3 games now. City have not won. This is what used to happen to Arsenal at this time of the season. But I'll be betting on this game and Aston Villa. I just thought back the last 2 seasons or thereabout. The teams that win the league tend to start to, pull away at this point. This is what we know the other way around with City. This time of the year, they start to pick form and just go to the end of the season. But now, nobody can even trust City. It's been known all the while for a while now that they are not good defensively. And again, they now have compounded problem with 2 major injuries in their defense department. First half of this game, I believe they were just all over the place. Second half, they picked up. And now the issue is no longer defensive. Then we are missing very glorious chances. Haaland couldn't take away 1. Then the Silva lost 1. And I can't remember who missed the 3rd one. And it's not really looking good for City right at the moment. I know they say if you don't have 20 goals a season striker, don't win the league. Haaland not scoring goals, I think they begin to haunt City at the moment, because if they are playing, they are sharing the goals around the line. Can you imagine that Arsenal are topping the table with 21 of the season, and no one Arsenal player has scored more than 5 goals?
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's quite surprising. It's crazy. And I was looking at some of the tables for assists, for most tackles, for all that. I didn't see any Arsenal players. in all those categories, the most saves, the most tackles, the most assists, the most
goals,
passes, passes. The most chances created was Bruno Fernandes. The first 5 chances created, no Arsenal player.
And yet their goal difference, I think, is the same with City, and they have scored almost the same amount of goals. I think it's down to like 2 or 3. City has scored like 2 or 3 more goals than Arsenal now, but goal difference looks like it's the same. I don't understand how that is working. But staying on City, what have you made about City, and what do you think is going
on? I actually visited the City Forum after the game, and quite a few of the fans were complaining about Bernardo Silva being overused and being depended upon at this time. They felt like he is a favorite of Pep's, and Pep doesn't want to doesn't want to rest him for anything, plays him almost 90 minutes almost every game. And they said this guy has been on this journey with Pep for so long, and he's starting to lose his legs. He's a fighter of a player, very experienced, very gifted, but at a point, diminishing returns will start to set in. And that's what's happening with the feel that Bernardo Silva is one of the reasons they've been struggling lately. There was a chance today that I even saw he got.
Man, that one was very glorious. After he dominated the defender, he still made the very.
And you know, Haaland was open, 100% open, nothing in front of the goal. Haaland was raising his hand, just lay it across or tap it into an open net. He tried to shoot and he hit the bar. So these things happen. But, you know, when you look at it and hindsight becomes 50-50, you're like, it becomes 20-20. You're like, oh my goodness. If you had just laid that ball across, your striker would have had an open goal. So, yeah, part of it is over-dependence on certain players. Pep, you know, tinkering like he is, but he's the genius. He is the main manager in the world. So nobody dare question anything about his decision-making as to the players he's using and overusing and using and not using some nearly enough and not refreshing the squad and insisting on a small squad. All these things are now being brought up, right? Because they've drawn the last 3 games. Prior to that, it's always been the big sharks are coming. They are coming.
Yeah,
they are coming. Once they come,
Arsenal, this is their time. They're going to go 18 games unbeaten.
Yes, unbeaten. And not winning, not even unbeaten. They're going to go 18 games.
18 games winning streak. Yeah,
they're going to win 18 straight. Yes. So yeah.
Though, like you said, yes, there's still a lot of games to be played. And Arsenal have not won it. Like someone like say yesterday, Arsenal are playing against the champions. Arsenal are not the champions. They are not. But it's looking like that because if you watch the trend in EPL the last few seasons, this is what happened. Around this time of the year, the potential champions will start to pull away like that because it's unheard of that all competitors, all rivals in this race drop point the same day. And if by chance Arsenal wins tomorrow, you might start to look because this Arsenal team, I'm not looking like a team that they're going to lose 3 games like that. And you remember last season, Liverpool, it was the same way. Even when they drop points, the rivals kind of dropped. You know, when the rivals drop, they win and they extend it by 2 points. You think it's still attainable by next game. Next game, you win 1-2. Before you know it again, you drop another 2 points. They win.
The gap kept increasing.
By March, Liverpool we are already champions. You know, so yeah. I don't know, Avia, just let us know what you think. You think this is it for Arsenal now to lose? You think Manchester City, what is the issue with City? You know, not winning games, not scoring enough goals. Defensively, we know what the issue has been for them. But again, they are scoring teams. Now they're not scoring at all. 3 games drawn. I think they scored only 1 goal in all 3 games. That is unheard of for City. We presently drawing against Brighton today. I heard him after the game. He said that it was 2 teams fighting. They had chances to win. The City also had chances to win. So it was really a balanced number of chances for both teams here. So we'll look forward to tomorrow. For Chelsea fans as well, let us know what is going on with Chelsea. I know Maresca has been sacked. the new manager is going to come in. But I mean, Fulham is a derby we know, but again, Chelsea should be able to not fall like pack of cards today. Not even a draw. They've lost this game today and lost Kukurea for the next 2 games, like you mentioned. Back of a bunch of yellow cards. It's really not looking good for Chelsea as well. And somebody mentioned today that Chelsea will not make top four, and that would be a massive disaster because Chelsea right now are hanging in the balance with PSR. If they don't make Champions League next season, they're going to really be in the red line with the books in terms of balancing their records. So
I read somewhere that they've given Liam Rosinio an ultimatum that he has to qualify for Champions League. Is that or nothing?
No, they have to. He has to.
Yeah.
If Chelsea don't make Champions League next season, that they'll be in the mud financially. They have to offload a lot of players to balance those books. So yeah. Well, thanks for coming as usual. I don't want to keep you too long. Tomorrow, Arsenal, Liverpool. After that game, we'll come back here and hopefully and see if what will become of that game, can make sense of it, and see how much the gap has become. Liverpool, for me, I believe is done for the league this season. Probably they should be competing for top 4. They cannot going to come back from 12 points. If they lose tomorrow, then that is it. The top 4 will become even more difficult. Thanks for coming as usual, and I will see you again next time. Ciao.
Thanks, bro. Thank you.